Hi everyone, this is the first Napoleonic painting I've done for a little while now. It's been about a year since I've done anything along these lines, mainly because I've been painting other projects. But I just wanted to show this off. This is going to be a present for my brother's father-in-law. A few weeks before Christmas, my brother messaged me asking if I'd be happy to paint it for him, and this is the end result. This is a small diorama by Perry Miniatures, and it's depicting the capture of the Eagle and the Standard of the 105th Regiment of Line Infantry at the Battle of Waterloo. So as you can see there, you've got a corporal and a captain. The corporal, whose name was, I've got it here, Captain Clark and Corporal Styles of the 1st Royal Dragoons. So you can see here, very nice models by Perry. You've got 2 British heavy cavalry. I've done them one on a dark horse and one on a slightly lighter brown horse, and 2 fleeing Frenchmen. So after the initial bombardment by the Grand Battery on Wellington's position at Waterloo, and the French started attacking towards La Haye-Sainte. As the French pushed forward, they were protected on the left flank by some cuirassiers. As the French advanced towards General Picton's units, who were guarding the ridge and blocking the road towards Brussels, the British heavy cavalry were ordered forward by the Earl of Uxbridge. They then smashed into the French cuirassiers and then onwards in towards the French infantry. They very quickly smashed through them, forcing many of the units to retreat. And then, as you see in the Waterloo film, the British cavalry then started charging further and further, some towards the French guns, and then eventually they were hit by a French cavalry counterattack, which meant that for the rest of the battle the British were effectively without any heavy cavalry, simply because of the number of losses that they sustained in that counterattack. But really nice models. I've put this on a 10cm laser cut MDF base, just a round one, to try give myself some room to put some extra bits and pieces on the base. And as you can see, there's a few bits littering the base. Backpack, I believe, from a War of Games French infantry set. Couple of weapons. There's a dead French infantryman on there. I think he's from the Perry Miniatures French heavy cavalry set. Really nice to paint. The flag was by GMB Designs. I believe it's the right one for the Waterloo period. I can't quite remember. It might not be because it's quite fancy. I know after the Russian campaign, after Napoleon's return from exile, a lot of the flags were simplified, simply because they had to be made very quickly. But overall, I was really happy with this. Really liked it. It's the first time I've done any Napoleonics for a while. Did try out a slightly different method for painting the faces. Ooh, that's not going to do it any good. Started with a brown undercoat and then worked up through flesh tones, which worked nicely, but I think I would need to reserve that method for models which have got a good, so you can see that guy through there, good level of detail on the faces. Otherwise it could end up being a bit messy if I'm having to try and guess where the lines are. But yeah, hopefully he'll like it. He's always admiring, well, always asking to see some of my Napoleonic stuff, but the problem is I can never get it to them because it's it's only about a half-hour drive, but trying to box them all up and take them for half an hour just to show him is admittedly a lot of effort. But I will be back now mainly to Lord of the Rings. I have got a lot of Napoleonic stuff to get done, but I don't have the time to do it. And painting rank after rank after rank of infantry, it's therapeutic, but it's not the most enjoyable. So I think I'll probably try and get back to that project in the new year. But until then, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.